Hello, my name is Lola, and we're going to be reacting to some scary stuff. Ah, ow, ow. Jesus. I can't do this. It freaking burn. Yeah, can't do it with the flashlight because it freaking burns my retinas. So I'm gonna have to do this with a light on. But I still got my blanket to. We're gonna be reacting to Watch Mojo's top 10 normal social media posts with disturbing backstories. So this just might be creepy. Who knows? And well, here we wait. Here we go.
In the debris, they found a GoPro camera, and what they saw on the video startled them. It showed the pilot and his passenger taking selfie pictures at low altitude.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 normal social media posts with disturbing backstories.
They were local darlings. I mean, they were the shining star in this town of people who can outlast adversity.
For this list, we'll be looking at some apparently ordinary posts that have unexpectedly dark explanations. Have you seen a social media post with an unexpected backstory? Write about it in the comments. Number 10. Walrus Attack. Jia Lijun believed he'd made an unusual friend, a walrus at the Shishako Wildlife Park in China. He documented his trip to the park on WeChat, where he referred to the walrus as so strong, so big. Unfortunately, he made a terrible mistake when he entered the walrus's enclosure, turned his back on the huge animal, and attempted to take a selfie. The walrus grabbed him and pulled him into the water. According to staff at the zoo, it may have been acting playfully rather than aggressively. But after a struggle, Jia and a zookeeper who tried to help him were both drowned. Number 9. Hitting the hay. Back in 2013, the supermarket company Tesco sent a tweet to its followers that read, "It's sleepy time, so we're off to hit the hay." This seemingly innocuous statement became unexpectedly popular, receiving hundreds of comments and over 2,000 retweets. But not for a positive reason. Only a few days earlier, Tesco had been accused of selling burgers with horse meat in them, an accusation which, unfortunately, turned out to be true.
That's horrible. Like, as a student as well, I'm buying the cheaper stuff. So, I don't like to have to buy, I know it's not made very nicely. The fact it's got a horse in it, I was like...
Tesco's ill-timed reference to hitting the hay caused an uproar on Twitter and prompted an apology by the company spokesperson.
Don't Twitter. For the love of Jesus, just stop.
Number 8. Be careful what you retweet. In 2014, one Philip Bradbury made a request to U.S. President Donald Trump on Twitter. He wrote, "My parents who passed away always said you were a big inspiration. Can you please retweet for their memory?" He included a picture of a middle-aged couple. Not one to refuse a fan, Trump obligingly retweeted and became the butt of jokes throughout the UK. It turned out that the parents in the photograph were none other than Fred and Rose West, notorious English serial killers who murdered at least 12 people before they were caught in the 1980s. Everyone should be cautious about retweeting posts from unknown sources, but especially presidents.
It's like, oh, retweet, oh, fave, everything.
Number 7. A sinister marriage announcement. When Charlie Carver's Facebook page announced his marriage to Kayla Brown, his girlfriend, family and friends were more worried than excited. The day before, both Carver and Brown had mysteriously disappeared, and the fact that Brown had left her dog alone and unattended was suspicious. As days passed, several more Facebook posts appeared, some disturbing, such as news stories about the missing couple and violent messages. Police were able to track the location of Carver's and Brown's cell phones, which had ended up near the property of real estate broker Todd Colehep. There they found Brown tied up in a crate and Carver's body.
I think he knew immediately that he messed up.
Colehep had abducted them both, murdered Carver, and posted the Facebook messages in Carver's name.
This is horrible. I mean, this was a son, a brother, a friend.
Number 6. Appearing innocent isn't enough. When Alan Ruby posted a picture of himself relaxing in a hotel with college roommates, probably no one who saw it guessed that his parents and sister were dead at home. The housekeeper found them the next morning. They had all been shot.
That I was with him, just alone in his room, less than 24 hours after he shot his family. And that I could tell nothing was wrong, that he was completely normal.
In spite of the post on social media, which might have been an attempt to create an alibi, suspicion fell on Ruby pretty quickly. The young college student was a compulsive and extravagant spender, so desperate for money that he had previously stolen his grandmother's credit card. As it turned out, Ruby had murdered his 3 family members in cold blood, believing he would then inherit their money. Number 5. Posting while...
Man, it's like the Mendez brothers all over again. Like, man, their dad was giving them hundreds of $1,000s of allowance in allowance, and that wasn't enough. So, man, they freaking killed their parents, and then try to make it like they've been abusing us for years. But it's like, if it was like that, then why did after killing them did they just like go all crazy? You know, they went out and bought drugs. I think they even bought prostitutes. They bought more cars. It's like so messed up. Like, damn, all that killing your whole family just to get their money. Like, that's so messed up, man.
While flying. Amritpal Singh was an amateur pilot who liked to post pictures from the air to social media. While admiring his lovely photos, friends and family members probably never stopped to think about the possible danger to Singh himself. But sadly, it eventually caught up with him.
Units, be advised, the parties at Front Range Airport are on their way over to the plane now. They can see it. It is down in a field at this time.
In May of 2014, Singh's plane crashed not far from the Front Range Airport in Colorado. He and his passenger, a friend, were killed in the crash.
The NTSB report stated those in the plane were also using the camera's flash function in the night.
Evidence showed that both of them had been taking pictures and selfies with their phones. Authorities believe that the flashes temporarily blinded Singh, making him lose control of the plane.
All we know is they were flying around just in the area, and deputies report that there was heavy fog in this area this morning.
Those old selfies feel different in retrospect. Number 4. At the Red Lake. In 2017, when travel vlogger Sarah Funk visited the Mitsero Red Lake in Cyprus, she and her partner probably thought the place was creepy enough. A mining company excavated there long ago, then abandoned the site, leaving an acidic crater that fills with red water every winter. Funk posted a video on YouTube of herself at the lake with what appeared to be an old suitcase floating in the water nearby. 2 years later, a Cypriot army captain confessed to murdering several people, putting their bodies in suitcases and throwing them into the Red Lake.
A travel case was pulled from the lake, containing the body of a woman and a...
So to think, man, if it wasn't for those bloggers, this dude would have gotten away with their murders. Like, whoa, not the bloggers, but all those other people that he killed. Like, to think he would have gotten away with it if these 2 people hadn't said, you know what, let's go see the Red Lake. Like, that's just crazy, man.
Block of cement.
So chances are, without realizing it, Funk was near one that day in 2017. Number 3. Off the road. Based on her social media posts, Gabby Petito's travels across the United States with her boyfriend Brian Laundrie.
Oh my God. This was the one that was all over the news. Oh my God. Oh. They're so messed up. Oh. Yeah, this was a big one, man. It was all over the news, man. TV, radio. Oh.
He seemed idyllic. An aspiring influencer, she documented them hiking, camping, and having fun on the beach. However, all was not...
Yeah, see, this is what, man. If I was out with a guy and he told me, oh, let's go camping, fishing, hiking, whatever, I would be like, hell no, man. Mm-mm. Even if he doesn't turn out to be a serial killer or try to kill me, like, I don't want to risk, being out there, being lost, being without food, water, shelter, without any way of communicating with the outside world. Like, man,
Not as it seemed. Witnesses told police that they saw an altercation between the couple. Police found Petito distraught. About a month later, Laundrie returned to Florida in their van, alone.
The Laundrie family acted with indecency. They acted not as humans. This girl was part of their family.
Not long after, Petito's body was discovered in a national park in Wyoming. Laundrie, the prime suspect, was found dead in a swamp sometime later. He had taken his own life, and in his notebook, he had admitted to killing Petito. Number 2, dating turned deadly. When Sydney Loof didn't come to work one day in November of 2017, concerned friends and family contacted the police. Investigators saw that her last post to social media had been a selfie with the caption, "Ready for my date." She had been in contact with a woman on Tinder named Audrey. They also found that her phone had pinged at an apartment near Lincoln, Nebraska. However, the apartment's residents, Bailey Boswell and Aubrey Trail, had disappeared. The couple posted videos on social media claiming they didn't know what happened to Loof, but had fled because the police were after them. After Loof's remains were discovered not long afterward, both were convicted of first-degree murder.
Trail said he panicked and they disposed of Loof's body in the rural Clay County field when it was light out.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, a scam, an escape, and a murder. Our top pick is one of the most disturbing stories in social media history.
So did you kill your mom?
No, sir.
Did you help?
No, sir.
Dee Dee Blanchard had a joint Facebook account with her daughter, Gypsy Rose, where she would post asking for donations. Rose was apparently suffering from leukemia, muscular dystrophy, and other ailments.
I'm going to Children's Mercy Hospital to see my dentist.
As it turned out, however, Dee Dee had been lying to doctors and friends for years. Rose had no serious medical conditions and had been confined to the house and forbidden to speak to anyone. When Rose was 20, she met a sympathetic young man online, and they hatched a plan to murder her mother. Once it was done, Rose announced the fact on their Facebook page. Although Rose is now in prison, she says she feels freer than before.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Man, that last one's just crazy. What? So, man, she felt more like a prisoner being with her mother than she did actually being in prison. Wow. That's terrible, man. Like, oh God. I think I remember being a kid and hearing about that one on the news. And just being like, man, like it seems like unbelievable. Like, Jesus. Well, that's my reaction to Watch Mojo's top 10 normal social media posts with disturbing backstories. Yeah, that was disturbing. Jesus. Anyway, bye.